Chlorine is a necessary evil for reticulated or town water supplies. The water needs to arrive at your house sterilised, but once it arrives at your house, it's no longer required. And you can easily remove it with a carbon cartridge. Now, most of the systems contain a carbon cartridge, such as the countertop, single under sink, triple under sink, double under sink, reverse osmosis systems. All of these contain a carbon cartridge or multiples of that. Now, a countertop is a suitable system for somebody that's looking for an economical entry point, or particularly renters, because they can't leave any marks or drill any holes or anything. So a countertop attaches to the aerator thread on the end of your tap or spout. Single, double and triple under sink systems also contain carbon cartridges. The single just has a carbon cartridge and is suitable for people with low volume usage, and of course it's got the convenience of having a dedicated tap on the sink, so you don't have anything extra on the sink like a countertop is. The twin system has the benefit of sediment pre-filtered before the carbon cartridge, so it will knock a lot of that rubbish out that could potentially block the carbon cartridge, which is more expensive. On the website you'll see that there are many models of twin under sinks, and I encourage you to go and browse those. Triple under sink is the next higher level. Again, it's got a sediment filter, and it's generally got two carbon filters. Now, there are two different types of carbon filter. One's usually a coal-based one and a coconut carbon one. The first carbon cartridge in the system is generally a coal-based carbon, typically a matrix PB1, and that will be very strong on colour, taste, odour. It'll completely gobble up the chlorine. Now, the second carbon is a coconut carbon. Now, coconut carbons will also do the same things as a coal-based carbon, but it's more leaning towards the volatile organic compounds. One of the options is a whole house system if you own your own home. A whole house system interrupts the mains water supply entering the property. By filtering it at the mains water entry point, you are eliminating the chlorine from the every point in the house. These systems are available in different formats, and please view those and download any specification sheets for them, or read the text that is associated with them. Reverse osmosis is at the top of the heap. It has the broadest spectrum of treatment of any type of system except for distillers. Distillers and reverse osmosis are about on par with each other. The reverse osmosis actually produces the water considerably faster with much less energy draw, but they are very close to each other. So as far as the pinnacle is concerned, it is reverse osmosis. A lot of people may or may not be aware that Sydney Water and a few country areas have switched over to treatment with chloramine. Now, chloramine is a combination of chlorine and ammonia chemically bonded, and they're both introduced as a gas, not a liquid. And they will generally, if you try and treat it with a normal carbon cartridge, the carbon cartridge such as a coconut or a coal-based carbon will strip the chlorine component but liberate the ammonia. Once the ammonia is liberated, nothing will treat it, not even reverse osmosis. If you're on chloramine, whatever the first carbon or cartridge is that contacts the water, that must be the chloramine cartridge. So if you've got a whole house and a under sink system, then the whole house would have to be the chloramine system. All shower filters, regardless of brands, contain the same material. It's called KDF55. KDF55 is a combination of 30% zinc and 70% copper, specially formulated or processed in a way that it creates a galvanic or electrolysis action, and it turns products such as lead and chlorines and things like that inert. It cannot do and will not do any fluorides. They're typically installed on the shower head or on the thread that comes out of the wall and then spin the arm onto the shower filter body itself. They handle the flow rate of around 10 litres a minute, and their dechlorination is quite handsome, greater than 90%. There are very specific problems with treating tank water. A lot of people are not aware that it is very common for E. coli and Giardia to be in tank water. But a traditional type of twin under sink or any of those sort of systems are not normally suitable for tank water. And the reason for that is the presence of biofilm. We have two very specific models for tank water. It's the 300 UV and the 400 UV, and they're on the website under tank water filters. And they involve a UV steriliser. Now, the UV steriliser's primary function is actually not to kill E. coli and bacteria like that, which it does, but it's actually there to kill the biofilm, which would prematurely block the filter, the main filter, which is the carbon filter. So the UV is there to kill that biofilm to stop the blockage. But in doing so, it is a UV, and a UV will also kill E. coli. Those systems are what we consider to be suitable for tank water. Replacement cartridges are listed on our website, and they're many and varied. One of the things you'll notice is that on our water filter systems, we don't try and hide who the original manufacturer of the cartridge was. We actually label it carbon cartridge and the manufacturer and the model of that cartridge, and we only use standard size cartridges. So you can pretty much shop wherever you want to for those, and we are aware that when we use standard size cartridges, we have to maintain your loyalty, and we keep prices tight so that you continue to purchase from us. When it comes to replacement cartridges, if you're ordering, say, a twin replacement pair for a twin system such as a sediment filter and a matrix PB1, the price for the second set is generally, but not absolutely, around 20% discount. Each additional set of cartridges you order at the same time equally gets that discount. So play around with the website, have a look at one set, and then try putting in two sets and add to cart. And you'll find that the average price has dropped quite substantially. Faucets is an Americanised term for a tap or dedicated tap. We sell only NSF certified faucets, and about 90% of the water filter suppliers sell non-NSF ones. What's the difference? The NSF certified ones don't contain any lead, and they're made from virgin material. So at the foundry, when they cast the brass to make them from, it is controlled, and therefore they can control the lead concentration. A non-NSF certified one is made from recycled brass, and therefore it contains between about 6 and 11% lead. These are much cheaper. These are about half the cost to buy wholesale compared to an NSF certified one. So a lot of these people bash us up on price, and of course you're not really comparing apples with apples. Now, when it comes to the premium system, the upgrade for the faucets are generally no cost extra, excluding the three-way flick mixers. When it comes to the standard systems, because it has a more basic faucet supplied, if you wish to choose a different model and upgrade to one of the ceramic disc models, there is a small charge extra for that. Also, do consider one of the three-way flick mixers. The real advantage of the three-way flick mixer is that you just have a single one tap on the kitchen sink, and with a dual outlet so that you can have filtered water or your normal hot and cold water at your convenience. The list of products on our website is extensive and at times confusing. So if you're at all in doubt about which product would best suit you, please give us a call on 1800 305 579, and we'll be happy to help you without any pressure selling.